Hi, I'm Tanisha, an associate consultant here at HRBx. Today's video is the second part in a series where we tell you how to create the perfect resume. In this week's video, we're picking up where we left off and going through the sections that you need to include in your resume in order to make a strong impression on any employer or recruiter. Whether you're creating a new resume or updating an old one, these sections are essential to showcase your skills and experiences effectively. Let's start with the basics: your full name and contact information. Ideally, the first thing your recruiter should see when they open your resume is your full name, so make sure it's in bold and it's highlighted. Apart from this, it's also important to include your contact information so they can reach out to you. We suggest including the following: your phone number, your email address, and a professional website. So this could be a personal website with your online portfolio, or it could be your LinkedIn, your GitHub, or Behance. It depends on the industry you're in. A lot of older resume templates may also ask you to include your full postal address. The reason being is that previously employers would like to send you physical post. Although because of the digital age, we don't really believe you need to include your entire address, but you should include the location from where you're applying from. So this would be the state and the city you're applying from. And if you're doing international applications, we also suggest specifying the country you're applying from. The next thing that you should be including is your professional summary or objective statement. So this is essentially a small paragraph that goes over your professional background as well as your career goals. A summary would be used by someone who's a little more seasoned, because this would be going over your experience, achievements, and your skills. Whereas an objective statement is for someone who is, just getting into the professional world or is trying to switch fields. So here you'd be outlining your goals and what you aim to achieve within this particular role. Please. This next section is arguably the most important part of your resume, your work experience. So in this section, you're going to provide your recruiter with some details into your previous job. So for each position, we suggest including the job title, the company name, the location of the company, and also highlighting the amount of time you spent in that position. Following this, you should include a brief on the responsibilities and achievements you've had in this particular position. Here, you should be making sure to quantify every point that you include. If you'd like more details into how exactly you can go about this, we suggest watching our previous video where we go over common resume mistakes. This next section is especially important for people who don't have too much work experience. This is the education section. Here you're providing a recruiter with an idea of the kind of educational background you come from. So it's important to include the title of your degree, the college you got your degree from, the location of the college, as well. And if you are recently graduated, also include the year of graduation as well as your CGPA. If you don't have too much work experience, we suggest on expanding on this section by including relevant coursework, achievements, as well as extracurricular activities if you've had any. This will help people who don't have too much work experience also show the kind of ways that they've shown initiative during their college days and the achievements that they've had during that time. So it gives your recruiter a better idea of who you are. The next section you should be including is your skills section. This section is generally divided into two, which would be your technical skills as well as your soft skills. So your technical skills will be going over any software, tools, or any other technical proficiencies you have. And your soft skills will be concentrating on more interpersonal skills such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving. Make sure to tailor this particular section as per your job description, because different companies require different skills and they might use different verbiage. So it's important to take a look at the job description and customize it accordingly. The next section you should be including are your certifications and professional development. Here you can highlight any certifications, licenses, or workshop or training classes that you've gone through. This will help your recruiter understand how committed you are to personal development and also help them understand the expertise you have in your particular field. The following section is another useful section for freshers. This is the volunteering and extracurricular activities section. So in this section, you're going into a bit of a brief of the kind of volunteering and extracurricular activities you've done in the past. So here you should be providing your role title, the name of the organization, the duration of the volunteering or the activity, and the key achievements you had in this particular position. So including this will allow your recruiter to understand that you're well-rounded and also committed to personal and community development. So in this section, you're going into a bit of a brief of the kind of volunteering and extracurricular activities you've done in the past. So here you should be providing your role title, the name of the organization, the duration of the volunteering or the activity, and the key achievements you had in this particular position. So including this will allow your recruiter to understand that you're well-rounded and also committed to personal and community development. And the final section you should be including in your resume is the rewards and honors section. So in this section, you should be including any professional or academic rewards that you've received in the past, as well as any other recognitions that are relevant to your career. Here, you can also go into a bit of detail and let the recruiter know what exactly you had to achieve in order to get this particular recognition. And that's that. Those are the essential sections you should be including in your resume. If you'd like to understand some common resume mistakes that you should be avoiding, make sure to check out our previous video. If you'd like to understand how to customize your resume for each job description, pay attention to this space because that video is coming soon.